I'm Carl Redmond Jr. and today I'm making another video entitled Carl versus Illuminati Part 3. In this segment I want to explain and demonstrate feudalism. It's feudalism practices secretly being used in a democratic government system, right? Okay, like ours. And today, feudalism is an old form of government system where there's a king, and under the king, everything belongs to the king. So whatever he says happens below. As above, so below. Okay? Now, in our today's society, there's Illuminati. And in one of my previous videos, I explained about feudalism and the image showing the pyramid, and this pyramid of feudalism is what I believe is a good image of the secret society's formation. Okay, so whatever the people in the top pyramid, the Illuminati, say, it has to be carried out below. So here it is. I'm nobody. I'm just an average Joe, at the bottom of the economic system, right? Okay. In other words, I'm poor. They came to the hood for me. All right. I've been battling with these people for 30 years, and I've learned quite a bit about them. So here, I want to demonstrate to you them in action today. All right. Tomorrow is July the 10th, 2019. I go to court in Bridgeview Courthouse in Cook County, Illinois, and I'm charged with possession of controlled substance. Let's begin there, right? On September the 13th, all right, I was arrested by Evergreen Park Police, okay, and I was charged with possession of controlled substance, less than 15 grams of a controlled substance, to wit, 1.1 gram of synthetic cannabis. Okay, that's the arrest, right? Now, I want to show you whatever happened in feudalistic. Remember, everybody, everybody has to fall in line with what was said above. Now watch this. Okay, here it is, September the 13th of 2017. The Chicago Police Department put this same charge case by Evergreen Park Police in my Chicago police record, okay? And notice they changed the charge from possession of controlled substance to possession amount con sub, except paragraph A and D, okay? This is a new charge, all right? It's different from possession of controlled substance, and I'm gonna demonstrate that in just a minute, right? But right now I want to show you how we go from Evergreen Park Police to Chicago Police, and now we're gonna show how other agencies in our government are involved in this case. Okay, the state's attorney, Kim Fox's office, has charged me by information, okay, with the charge of possession of controlled substance. This is my indictment papers. This is what they gave me to inform me of what I'm being charged with, okay? And you'll notice that all of a sudden, the amount has went to less than 200 grams, and synthetic cannabis has been thrown out, and these chemicals, which I don't know what they make up, right? So I'm secretly charged with something I don't know. This is illegal, right? A person has a right to be informed of what he's being charged with, okay? But so I'm charged with less than 200 grams of these chemicals. I just know one thing: you better believe it's more serious than synthetic cannabis. Okay, let's move on. I want to show you. Oh, and I also want to show you that. Okay, this indictment was sworn to on November the 20th of 2017. Okay. Then I had the judge to stamp it. Now this is another move by the judge, right? To stamp the last page. Trust me, ladies and gentlemen, I've been a law clerk and everything, and I've represented myself. This is my third case representing myself, right? So I know a few little things, right? One of the things is when the clerk of the court or the judge stamps a document file, they stamp the front page. They don't stamp the last page. This was done so that they could secretly, this was stamped down here on the last page of the information so that the judge or the state's attorney or both could change the other 2 pages to another charge. We're going to see what that other charge is going to be. All right. Now, first of all, that less than 200 grams, let's get that out the way. Here's the Evergreen Park lab report, which indicates that Evergreen Park, that the lab received on September the 15th of 2017, 1.1 gram of plant material from Evergreen Park Police. And they found these chemicals. This is where the state get these chemicals from. All right. A couple things I want you to notice on this page is one, it says 1.1 gram of plant material from 1IT. Remember that. We're going to come back to that later. Second of all, I want you to notice how the state's attorney covered up with a Post-it certain part of the information. And finally, and most critical, notice that there's no signature of a chemist. This is a false lab report, okay? But let's move on and let's see what else develops, okay? Now, I asked the state's attorney, because I'm representing myself, to give me a document, a copy where I can read all this paragraph. All right. Now we notice that this up here went from 1IT to 1 item. If this was a copy, it would come out the same way. This shows that they are altering this lab report. Okay. This was just this shows I want to indicate that this shows how the secret society and Illuminati work. They pride themselves on doing stuff like this, something wrong, right in front of your face, but they do something subtle to draw your attention away from these so that you think it's something under this paragraph. No, these are the issues, right? These are the things that's wrong with that document. It's a false lab report, okay? Now, notice that charge that was in the Chicago police report. Notice this is a copy of the court docket sheet for my case. And the clerk of the court indicates this charge that was also in the Chicago Police Department's record, right? Okay. Okay. I just want you to notice that this charge has been secretly brought in. Okay. They want me to think it's just a possession charge. Now I'm gonna show you the significance of all this, right? This is a case called People versus Buchanan, in which Buchanan was arrested for 13 bags, being in possession of 13 plastic bags of a white powdery substance, okay, known as heroin. All right. You notice that the weight came out to 1.1 gram of heroin. Is it possible that the state is trying to secretly charge me with heroin? Okay. Now, he's charged with possession of controlled substance, just like I was in the indictment papers, right? But look what happens in his case. In his case, all right, in his case, after he gets found guilty, when the judge issues what is known as a minimus paper. This is the paper that they send with the individual to prison to let the prison authorities know what charge the person has been convicted of. Notice that his charge has changed from possession of a controlled substance to that same charge we saw in the Chicago police report and on my court docket sheet. Okay? Now, in this case, Buchanan's case, Buchanan argued on appeal that this is not the right charge that he was convicted of in court. And the state, that's significant, the state did not say he was wrong. The state conceded that he had a point. But the appellate court refused to change it, saying that the state's attorney or the defendant had to tell exactly how to change it. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Okay? Another thing I noticed is this charge There is no law that covers this charge. All right? That's why they have to sneak it in on you. They don't do it in life. All right? Notice on his minimus paper that they, after he was convicted, they slipped it into his prison file, right? This is my jail record. Okay? Verification of incarceration. I have not even been convicted, but notice they have snuck this charge into my record already. Okay, so let's review real quickly. Okay, so we got the Cook County Sheriff Thomas Dart. You just saw that document by his staff. We got the Clerk of the Court Dorothy Brown. Okay, showing the court docket sheet with that charge in it. Okay, we got Chicago Police. Right? Why Chicago Police? Because I live in Chicago. That's code for if you catch him, plant some drugs on him or something like that, we already got the charge hooked up. Alright? Remember, as above, so below. In other words, they don't care whether it's true or whatever. Whatever they say, make it happen. And you got the Evergreen Police Department that's involved in this. Let me point out something. First of all, you may be a member of a secret society. You don't even know it until they come to you and tell you you got to do something wrong or else. All right? You risk being ostracized. They could take your job. They could do anything. They could do it. These are the people. Skip the Godfather. These are the people that'll make you an offer you can't refuse. Okay? Now, if you recall in my first video on YouTube, Illuminati versus Carl, I explained how I refused to box for them when I was at the young age of 21. Okay? They don't accept refusal. Okay? So that's feudalism. How everybody below comes together and carries out the wish of the one above or the organization above. That's feudalism in action, and that's how they're doing it right now today. This is going on right now. Alright? Hopefully they don't put me in jail or anything, because they don't care about the law, the rules. They don't even care about what the public thinks. We'll see what happens. Thank you.